All through tonight, this has been my story, and I thank you all so much for holding it. I didn't always love myself. This body positivity didn't come naturally to me. It didn't happen overnight. Feels more like an oversized sweatshirt I can't quite fit myself into than my favorite pair of jeans. It took 10 years for the word beautiful to mean anything to me whenever it was directed at me. It took 10 years. And I'm still counting. Some days I'm still that 13-year-old girl who can't stand the sight of her own reflection in the mirror, and other days, I know I'm looking fly. I try my hardest these days to look people straight in the eye whenever I walk into a room, or pass them on the street, or pay them at the register. It's a small act. But from grade 6 through 8, I wasted 3 years of my life always looking down, back hunched when I walked. Afraid to make my presence known, my voice heard, my opinion counted. Looking back, I wish I had someone back then to look me straight in the eye, to straighten up my shoulders a bit and tell me to walk with my chin up and my eyes forward. Because of all this potential they saw just waiting to be out of my chest, I'm learning to take up space, to ask the hard questions, to speak up when my toes are being stepped on, to step out even when all I've ever known is shrinking small to meet others' expectations. But some days it's okay that I still feel 13, to feel small in a world that may never want to acknowledge my presence, my opinion, my voice as anything worth its time. And I allow myself full permission to sink softly into these days. I remind 28-year-old me that it's still okay to cry sometimes over the things her 13-year-old self was convinced she had to hold back tears for. But if I'm honest, some nights I'm proud of the woman I am, but sometimes I'd rather deny that I know her. And as much as I talk about this liberation, about this freedom I found, shame is still something that has me deep in its grip. So maybe this is a battle I will never win. And maybe that is okay. And maybe it's fine that I still don't know how quite to take a compliment, because I'll still question if that was genuine, if it was really meant for me. That I still worry when I don't get a text back, that I don't always feel like $100, 100% of the time. But here's to those 10 years of learning and failing, and learning not to be so afraid of the failing anymore. I marvel at the damn woman she is becoming.